Good morning, Friday, May 15th. We are out, Keith and Melissa. Maggie had a little limp this morning, so we're letting her relax in the house. She will harass our youngest, I'm sure, while we're gone.
Yep.
Who's trying to sleep. But we are out. It's a beautiful morning this morning.
Yes. Well, as we've said about the weather, it is weird because yesterday we were in hats and gloves and sweatshirts, and today I'm in a t-shirt because it's 60 degrees or something.
Yeah, it's a little breeze.
It's very
blowing.
confusing.
A little breeze blowing, but not bad. Not bad at all. So we are out on our morning walk, seeing what's going on down in the Salisbury City Park. Just a nice, relaxing morning walk. So sometimes it's invigorating. It's chilly, but it's just nice and peaceful today. It's gonna be weird because I'm not gonna be pulled when Maggie needs to sniff or stop or something. So
Gosh, you can actually relax.
the only distraction will be the occasional picking up of trash.
Yep. Imagine that.
There's a new addition up here.
There's a truck in the
Truck
way. I
with a
say we
trailer.
try to go down this hill and go that way.
Okay. So people, you may get to see a
A tumble.
Melissa pratfall because not very good on pine chats.
Yes, that's true. Did you want to tell the story of how I was on a bicycle, so that doesn't really count, but I was coming down the hill where we usually walk, and I hit some pine chats when I was riding a bike, and my bike did not like that and stopped, and I flew over the handlebars.
Yeah, you also,
So that was really super fun.
I think along with that, because you were holding your camera in your right hand, and the bike has front and rear brakes, so along with that, you also squeezed your left hand brake, which is your front brake. So that contributed to your going over, I believe, too.
Well, it's quite possible. But that is what happened.
Yeah.
Tales of the
And I don't think
City
we've been on
Park.
I don't think we've been on a family bike ride.
I don't
since.
think I've been on a bike since because I'm afraid now. So no wonder your daughter's afraid to ride a bike.
Yeah.
She's probably still traumatized
She's
from
seeing it.
seeing me fly over the handlebars.
Yeah, she saw that. She was so small.
She
then
was a little girl,
She
yeah.
was in the little trailer.
Yep,
and
she
we were
was.
pulling along. Yeah. I
Yeah.
was pulling the trailer and you were filming.
Oh, yep, that's what we were doing. Yeah. Yep.
We were trying to record even back then. We were ahead of our time on that.
I remember I said, if you tell me to walk it off, I'm going to murder you here right on the spot.
Yes, that has been all the sports things that I've been involved in when I was a kid. That was always the very first answer to any injury from the coaches and everyone. Just walk it off. It'll be fine. Just walk it off. You got it. You got it. So that has backfired on me on many occasions over the years. Yeah, look how calm
The dam is. Ooh, you're going to get a nice picture this morning, I think.
calm.
Maybe some reflective things going on. Right, I'm trying to film the dam. So.
Okay. Sorry.
And I don't have a sweatshirt on today, so I've got my battery like in my back pocket, and it's not very long of a cord, so.
Good morning. Oh yeah, look how reflective it is. Wow. It's just
nice.
because it's not super sunny yet, I think we might be getting some rain this afternoon. There's like a little, not really a haze, but just a softness to the lighting out this morning. So
Yeah.
maybe a good morning. Although I take that picture either way. Sometimes I take it vertically, sometimes I take it horizontally. It's however it turns out. See what occurs. Ooh, that's a nice
hear the red-winged blackbird. He's very vocal this morning. They're such cuties. Shelby calls them rainbow-winged birds. Oh, yes. Hello. Hello, sir. There's another one. I think they're talking back and forth.
I know you don't want to see it, but there was a little snake swimming over there.
Oof, no. No snakes.
No snake.
I'm severely creeped out by snakes. I just cannot even stand them. I'm sure that's not a popular opinion, but, or maybe it is. I don't know. Comment below, but I really hate them. Ooh. Keith, what kind of plant is this? Watch it be like a poison ivy or something.
And they put this riprap in.
What kind of plant is this, do you know?
I do not know. I know they planted a bunch of native species along here when they put all this riprap in.
That's cool looking.
Because they were having a lot of erosion, so they did try to put in. Here's our little, what did Martin call it, wild carrots, those like we had in there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's pretty too. I like all these little plants.
I don't know what it is, but let me just try and chew on it for a second.
No. No chewing. No. No, Keith.
Woodpecker?
They're nearby.
That little snake, I don't think he was originally a water snake. It looked like a garden snake. Maybe he was just trying to figure out a way where he could get out of the water.
Mm. Oh. Look at the duckies sleeping.
Sneaking up on ducks. Yeah, wake up the ducks.
Hey guys. It's okay.
One is an unusual cross there with the brown head.
She's cute.
Interesting.
Alright, good night. See you later.
Oh. Ooh, nice little breeze down here.
Mm-hmm.
Still haven't heard the bell yet from Bachelorette Swings.
Sorry, honey. I don't know when they're opening things back up, but I say later than sooner. Let's hope so.
It seems like we're already getting a lot of cases shooting up. And even the other countries that were further along in this than we were, if they've started opening things back up, they've had issues too.
Mm-hmm.
So, it is a crazy thing. Yes, I was talking to someone the other day. It's like, you don't know. Somebody 90 years old might hardly affect them, and somebody 40 that might be, might kill you.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
Yeah. I guess it depends on the person's health as well. You know?
And I'm sure there are different strains, so you never know what strains you might pick up. Some are stronger than others.
I've decided we're walking the path today.
Alright. Alright. On the lower route.
Mm-hmm. Lower route.
This is where
That's what we're doing.
part of where we used to bike. My friends and I used to
Yes.
ride our mountain bikes.
I remember
along
you
here.
told us in an earlier
Yeah.
episode. And I was very shocked to find that information out, that it had been somewhat recently. I was picturing you guys as children doing that.
Yeah, we could probably still do it right now if we wanted.
I'm sure that would end well. I'm sure that Timmons would end up in the hospital and
Yeah.
Gravener would break something.
Yeah, we had our share of accidents. And somebody usually always blew a tire or something, or one time I think went over and bent my rear wheel right almost in half.
Whoa.
Yeah. Kind of coming down a curve or something, and the wheel just.
You guys are serious about that, huh?
Yeah, we were pretty. They had one of the guys that we had one guy join us who worked with Mark at the time. That was when Mark was working at the prison, and one of his co-workers joined us because he was like, "Yeah, that sounds fun. Sounds like fun." And after we got back, he was like, "You guys are crazy. I'm never riding with you again."
That's funny.
So, and our boy, little Mr. Poe, Donald, went with us one time.
Yeah.
And he flipped over the handlebars, and he still thinks he broke, because I guess your rib cage goes all the way around to the front and the back, so he thinks he broke a rib like that was on his back.
Oh, my.
And because he was sore for a while too.
Yeah.
But he did like your handlebar flip.
Poor guy.
So
that's traumatizing too. You're just flying through the air and you're like, oh my God.
Those are the stories when we're all sitting around now just eating.
Eating and drinking. Yep.
Yeah. That we talk about back when we used to try to kill each other.
Oh boy. That's upsetting.
That was all right. That was fun.
What is all this in the...
We all survived.
What is all this in the path?
What's that?
See how it's got all these dots? What is that?
Either looks like something because this was wet at one point. It's dried now, so it's probably some kind of little bugs that were there in the water.
That's weird.
They dug holes and then drew out. Kind of came out. They were underground and then dug their way back out after it dried up. Go find some more water. So I think that was a big puddle. There's a big stump there. That was a big guy when that was cut down.
Yeah, I think it was a big stump.
I think that might have been the one that fell on the fence over here. They were worried that some of the animals might escape because part of the fence went down.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
True story.
True story.
It's not a lie if you believe it.
Okay, Costanza.
But that did over the years. There have been a couple times where the fence has been breached. The reason they have this big fence up here now was somebody's dogs got out and they actually attacked one of the deer in there. They got in the zoo. Great big dogs that got into the zoo one time. There's a rumor that our current sheriff, when he was in high school.
Oh no! Is this an appropriate story to tell?
Yeah, because I said it's a rumor. That means it's hearsay, so I cannot be taken to court for saying this. That he and one of his buddies broke into the zoo when he was a teenager, stole the alligator, and released it in Shoemaker Pond.
I'm sure that did not happen.
The alligator was found in Shoemaker Pond.
Oh.
It was the poor alligator who's since passed on. It was an old blind alligator that had been in the zoo for a while.
Poor guy.
But that has long been attributed to a certain Wicomico County sheriff.
Oh, okay. We're gonna get in trouble. If the sheriff shows up at our house,
no names have been
I'm
mentioned.
just gonna point to you. I'm gonna be like, it was all him. I swear I didn't know anything.
No names have been mentioned.
Okay.
And
Great.
It would have been, almost 50 years ago.
Yeah, I
So
guess
think
there's
the statute of limitations.
right.
have been-
He's all right. All right, on to a different subject before we incriminate any more people. Oh dear. That's what we get in trouble with, our tales.
Problem was with most of my stories that go in that direction, most of my friends, if we did something wrong, we pretty much got caught. So it was like we never got away with anything.
You were not smart enough to get away with it.
Get away with anything.
Oh dear.
We all got caught. So maybe that's why we are still surviving on the outside of the bars today, and have Like,
Yep.
that's why I tell my coworkers, if you're gonna do something you think is kind of stupid, that you're not quite sure if you're doing the right thing, come and find me and run it by me, because if I agree with you, let me go down with you. At least two of us made the bad decision.
Right. Exactly. Do a little loop around here. See if there's any activity in the zoo. Oh, those are pretty flowers. I'm doing a little walk around here so people can, if they haven't seen the zoo in a while. Whoa, grounds under security watch. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Yikes. They probably had to put that up due to your story.
Yep. You would think.
Hello, zoo. We miss you.
I have this picture of like at night when we're all asleep that the animals are all allowed to roam freely, do whatever they want. They're like
Oh,
having wild
I don't
animal
think they
parties
could do
down
that.
here.
I don't think the species could intermingle.
That would be like a nice animated cartoon.
There's
like
a lot of.
Because didn't they do night at the what was it called? Night at the museum. There should be like a night at the zoo. But maybe they did,
Ooh.
where they just kind of like the animals do whatever they want.
Huh. Yeah.
We had. I was just looking. I found someone throwing away trash, threw away their Armor All, which I have an Armor All story. That,
Okay.
when the twins,
Keith, you have to wait till you come back here.
when the twins were very small, they had the issue of they didn't want to go to sleep because there were monsters under their bed or they were frightened. So one night I was looking around to see what I could come up with in the house, and we had an empty container of Armor All that I had just finished. I guess I'd washed the cars or something and done the tires and the bumpers and stuff. So I had this empty container of Armor All, so I put water in that, and I went into the bedroom, and this was before they could read. So I said, all right, girls, this is monster spray. So I'm gonna spray all around your room. There's no way monsters will be able to come. So that worked. We would spray whenever they felt it was necessary, that we would go in and we would spray, you know, like some monster spray and calm them down. So they spent some time with Grandma Joyce, and she was doing her car. She was washing her car, which she had this Monte Carlo SS. And hold on, I'm gonna come back because it gets better.
Stay tuned.
So
He's picking up trash.
Grandma with her Monte Carlo SS that she washed until she just about rubbed the paint off of it.
You mean like she did it frequently?
Burgundy with T-tops, yes. She
Oh,
washed
okay.
it every weekend. And she liked to do it herself. So she was Armor Alling her tires.
Oh no.
And who happened to be out there watching her, but the twins, Emily and Lindsay. So they look at her with her Armor All and they're like, Grandma's putting monster spray on her tires. And they said, well, that's a good idea, Grandma, because you don't want monsters to bite your tires on your car. So that was the
That's
monster.
funny.
So we were like, yes, that is true. That is correct. Keep that monster spray on your tires.
That's funny.
So Armor All, not only does it protect tires and bumpers and surfaces, it also keeps away monsters. I did not know that.
Little plug for Armor All.
Yeah.
For all you parents out there.
Uh-huh.
If you buy it, it has dual purposes.
Yep. Just happened to be the one container bottle that I had.
Yep, that's funny.
But we have several of those over the years. Many of my things were making bad parental choices
Oh dear.
that hopefully turned out and worked out well in the end. So
I don't know what that means, but.
my children have taught me as much as I've taught them over
Oh
the years.
yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To make a lot of,
Let's hopefully that's the case with anyone.
yeah,
Learn from your kids.
sure. A lot of mistakes. Hopefully some of them, they're mostly not too bad and they become a learning experience.
Yeah. Hopefully, right?
Yep. It does look like rain.
You hope in the
A little
end that
over-
your kids will say, "You were a good mom," or "You were a good dad." Not the end, but you know what I mean. Like when they grow up.
I love my one. I think the one comment that I get, someone asked one of the girls the other day, so how was your dad? What kind of father was your dad? And I think she said, he's gotten better with age.
Oh my. Okay. Well, hopefully we all have.
I'm like, I'll take that.
Yeah.
That's good. I'll take that.
Hopefully we've gotten older and wiser.
Yeah. So
I guess it was
think-
good that you had already had 2 kids, but or 3 kids, I mean, and I had I guess it was good that I waited till I was a little older, so that
yeah,
our child was not traumatized.
Yeah, you got to inherit some of our original craziness come into that. Where
I think we finally made it all work. We figured out a balance. It was good.
Yeah.
We were like the second Brady Bunch.
Yeah. And then you get to be the grandma too, and not have to wait for Shelby to grow up and have.
Oh, true,
You get
true.
to be
Got
a younger
got my
grandma.
grandson. Yeah.
Get to be a younger granny. Mimi.
Granny? Oh God, no! Somebody calls you
I'll call you
Granny,
Granny.
you're like an old lady. That's why I opted for Mimi.
All right. Well, we are at our stopping point. So we have the walker coming pretty quickly past us, so we'll get ready to cut things down.
We can walk this way and cut it.
So as we always say, please pick up trash, don't litter, please recycle, wash your hands, and have a great day. For
Yep.
Keith and Melissa, no Maggie, unfortunately.
We'll
We'll see you tomorrow.
see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.